What's up, y'all? It's your boy from Roy, your man 50 Grand, Silk Sims, aka Darian America, the United States Champion of Justice. This is America's issues one state at a time, y'all. We about to get into it, man. Happy Monday to you. We here. Any day above ground is a good day. So, this podcast is brought to you by Awesome 90.9 WSLK, the American Silk Radio Network, where it's always all silk, all the time. Sponsored in part by Winging and Singing, looking for a place to do karaoke on Saturdays, a place you can be comfortable at. Join me at Winging and Singing, 360 East 79th Street. $20 admissions fee, food may be pending, and drinks are available. So, what's up, y'all? Man, it's Monday, February 3rd. Oh, that's crazy. January's gone. January is already gone. And man, I'm on the clock, man. I'm on the clock for number 50. That's right. I was born 7/17/1975. Play it in the lottery, y'all. 7/17/75. Might come out. If it come out, break your boy off. But of course, you can always subscribe, share, make sure people know that you're watching Darian America, doing the Darian America Show on Awesome 90.9 WSLK. So let's get into this, man. What is going on with these crazy NBA trades? You know, I must say this. The NBA, they're known for kind of doing, rattling the tapestry when it comes to trading the celebrities, the superstars. I shouldn't call them celebrities. Well, they are celebrities. But you remember back in the day, like when we first started getting our gaming systems, man, I had the old Nintendo. We used to have a robot that came with it, Gyromite, and he was sitting there and his little thing will register and he'll drop down on the X, Y, Z, ABC button. That's the PlayStation. But now, long story short, man, when we first started playing those games, I remember I had Nintendo Baseball for a while, or I got it from my boy G Dub. What up, Greg Woods? They had four teams. So you got these drawings that look like they made it in Tandy Paint program, but you had the D's, A's, C's, and the Y's. So of course they weren't the teams and everybody, and it was still like kind of new. So you already knew that once they made up the technology to play these video games, where you had the teams, you could make multiple teams. You knew it was about to add the names to the back of the jerseys, man, and that just took off. And now we at 2025 with this NIL money, and the college athletes can actually get paid for the names being on the jerseys, which they should have been paid for at the very beginning. You can tell I'm a bitter old athlete, right? I wish they had NIL money available back when I was in high school. I mean, I'm telling you, everybody that played high school sports in Chicago, if they were going to pay us in college, pay that tuition, I mean, you try to get a scholarship, but, colleges only got so many scholarships. And when you start thinking about D1, or Division One, Division Two, Division Three, what determines what your school is, if you're going to be a D1, it's how many sports programs you have access to. And it's not just about the dudes, y'all. You have to have the same amount of sports for your male athletes as you do for your female athletes. You got to have the same amount of sports. You got to have them all. If you're at a school that don't have hockey, it's like they may be not able to get the Division One status. But really, does it truly matter if you're D1 versus D3 versus semi-pro? Dude, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. And I'm telling you, if you played in Chicago's public league, man, the first time I stepped on a manicured baseball diamond, what that means is the grass was cut, the lines were chalked, the base lines were actually chalked, the batting box was chalked, the pitching mound was maintained and taken care of. It was not often you found that when you were playing Chicago public league baseball, or even football for that matter. The fields weren't necessarily chalked when I played football for Hyde Park, and I did play football. Believe it or not, I did play football. Not much though, because that's when I was introduced to, dude, we got these helmets on and these shoulder pads, and you got these knee pads, and trying to, dude, running in football equipment, that's not easy. I mean, you get used to it after a while. And that's kind of why, of course, football players are like, built like houses and they strong as crap. Because when you playing with that equipment on, you got to get used to where that equipment don't weigh you down. And when you're doing with that equipment, hey man, you get to sweating and you taking it inside, you tackling folks and rain, sleep. Yeah. So shout out to the football players. When they cool and they chilling. Now when you get the knuckleheads that's doing knucklehead things, I don't care what sports you're a part of, what job you're a part of, go be a knucklehead to yourself, man. We ain't got time for that. So these trades, and they finally traded Zach LaVine from the Bulls. Are you happy about that? If you're happy, chime in, man. Chime in, hit me in the inbox, jump in on my live. I don't care. I'm just kind of curious. They've been talking about getting rid of Zach LaVine for years. And then you get rid of DeMar DeRozan, who was for lack of a better term, he was the better player. And now you trade Zach LaVine to San Antonio, where DeMar DeRozan is. So Zach and DeMar are reunited. I swear, man, I know I'm not the only one. If Sacramento wins the championship with DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, just think about that. Chime in, hit my inbox. I don't care. Chime in right here. If the Sacramento Kings win that championship with Zach and DeMar, I'm gonna be buddy, I'm gonna be a sour sport. I'm gonna be very disappointed because you come on, man, how y'all had them boys and they went to another team and won a championship, and they can do it because right now, look at the teams that are at the top right now. It's the Boston Celtics, and they're good. I ain't mad at the Celtics. I mean, they're different from the Celtics of our day, but I don't mind if they make it back. The East is kind of, and again, I'm not even watching basketball that much anymore because we can't even watch the Bulls here in Chicago. You got to do magic to see the Bulls. You got to do all this stuff, get these wonderful websites that have television available versus the live streaming versus the cable versus, dude, why the Bulls don't come on WGN no more? Bulls don't come on WGN. The Cubs don't come on WGN. The Sox don't come on WGN. We have to pillage too far to see these things. And now you got them on Peacock and all of the streaming services. Now I'm straight, man. I used to love. I hate saying I used to. I used to love baseball. That was my first love, baseball. I love football too. I enjoy playing football. I was good at football. Basketball, I was terrible. I was too short. I mean, I'm 6'2", but if you're 6'2" in the NBA, you got to guard like Derrick Rose, and ain't no way in hell I could have stood in front of Derrick Rose and did anything other than make a highlight reel. So, in any event, man, the trades. Anthony Davis, they traded him from the Lakers to Dallas. Why we couldn't get him to come home, man? I mean, if they was gonna trade him, and they ended up trading Zach LaVine, why y'all couldn't just send the entire Bulls team and go get Anthony Davis? It only took that much, but it took a lot. But it just lets you know. AD don't want to come back to Chicago. It is too cold. The taxes are ridiculous. And the traffic is the third worst in the entire world. So why the hell would you want to come play in Chicago? Well, if I ain't got nowhere else to play, I can play for Chicago. I mean, if the Cubs wanted to offer me that contract finally after these 30 years, I've been retired. Hell yeah, I take it. So, any event, man, let's get to it. What state are we covering? I'm covering the state of, drum roll. That was so not dramatic. Hey, Winner, I see you out there. Hey, man, my bad about Saturday. We gonna chop it up because I am gonna be here this Saturday. Winging and singing will be up and running. So we'll touch base about it, chop it up. So in the meantime, between time, like, share, and we gotta do some things, man. I gotta get you. Why you taking over my feed? I'm talking about stuff. But anyway, I love you, Edwin. I'll talk to you later on. But that's let me see. I'm gonna give you a title in front of the world. That is our social media director. Right there, Miss Edwina Aki. Hello, I've never said your whole name out loud. It's always chocolate legs. In the event, the state of doing too much, man. Why folks be doing too much these days? It's like, sit down somewhere. You're doing too much. But who determines when it's too much? Depends on where you're at, man. And I'm gonna start in the place that I'm always in majority of my life right now, and I hate that this is what my life has come to because it wasn't supposed to be this. When you're in lounges, uh, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying not to just throw everything in front of me and just break stuff. When you're in a lounge, there's times when it's a time and a place for everything. Point blank, period. Stop doing. And Wayne, don't you start now, won't be none. Yes, you is taking over. Why I'm messing with you. You're doing good. I'm just bothering you. But again, being in these lounges, people doing too much. I've never seen some of the things that people are doing today that they're doing in these lounges now. And it's funny, I was sitting here at Winging and Singing, and I was watching some music videos like from the 90s. I was looking at the ladies back then. And the ladies was chilling. They had nice hairdos. Maybe they had an asymmetrical on, if it depending on when the situation was. They even had on big old clothes. I mean, if you've seen Escape from the 90s when they first came out, Escape was wearing clothes that was 3 sizes too big. You know, everybody was wearing big stuff back in the day. Well, now you look at it and it's like, uh, y'all forgot how to put clothes on. And don't get me wrong. Let me get off my soapbox right quick. I will be 50 in July. So is it the fact that maybe I grew up a little bit and I don't need to see all of the cherry on ice cream type stuff? Y'all want to get half naked and exposing stuff and all? Honestly, I'm so numb to it, man. I don't care what you got on, just long as you can come in, be comfortable, and have a good time. Key word in that: comfortable. Come on, man. If you in the club, and I'm not gonna, I swear, I don't do this to embarrass people. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But if I had to defend myself, I will. Hey, what up, Brother Campbell? Smoky B Square. I got some message, man. I'm definitely gonna hit you up. I mean, I know you just shooting the breeze or checking on your brother. Your brother going through it, man. I'm still here. Just you know what it is. First rule of masonry, bro. We got you. I got you. You got me. All right. So why are people doing so much in these? I mean, it's like they're starving for attention. All of this stuff is attention getting mechanism. I mean, let's be honest. I'm on social media. I'm literally talking to myself, even though I have wonderful individuals who have joined in. I see you, Purple Chef Name. Mm-hmm. Come, Purple Chef Name. I'm proud of you too, man. I'm gonna talk to you about it on the slide. You know how we do. I'm very, very, very proud of you. Ain't that something? Got this little young dude can be proud of a veteran in the game. Ah, salute you. Yeah. So it's all attention getting mechanisms. Man, folks come to the lounges. They're starving. Starving. I mean, I'm not saying they're just hungry for. They're starving for attention. I'm never starving for attention. I like attention, and again, I'm just a DJ or whatever you want to call me. I'm your boy from out of Roy. We all like attention. We like good attention, but all attention. I say this with my advertising background. There's no such thing as bad advertising. The process of how you advertise can be considered bad, but if you're getting attention and people see you when you pop up on their radar, it's like, oh, really? You're kind of doing what you need to do. You're getting their attention, and hopefully it can grow your business. But when you walking into a lounge, this ain't got nothing to do with business. You get, and I'm gonna pick on the ladies first because I got some stuff about the bras too. Because as me, I'm a DJ. I got the best seat in the house. I get to sit back and I can see everything from my seat. I'm a security guy in my old days anyway. You know, man, I was a hell of a loss prevention agent. I mean, even though it's kind of bittersweet, but I was a part of the team at Target back in the day when well, it's now called Discover. Y'all remember Target used to be up there? Now it's Discover, the credit card company. But I was a part of a team that broke Target's record of apprehensions in the month of February. That's bittersweet because in February we actually caught about, I want to say, 85 external apprehensions. How many days is in the month of February? Yeah. So if you taking down 85 shoplifters in like 27 days, that's a lot. And then this is one of the reasons why I kind of started to dissipate from security. That's a good word, ain't it? I hope that's the right word. But I started to back away from security because my morals were being compromised. Um, I was apprehending shoplifters and I didn't care. Man don't work, man don't eat. I had to figure out how to feed twin toddlers. I was nervous, had no direction. I was just trying to be a good dad, make sure that I could take care of my kids. I mean, it wasn't by myself. Of course, their mom was extremely involved. So, but when my job was to catch them crooks, man, and we actually set a record for the month of February, 85, and the first week of that month, I was stationed at Bedford Park Target. I wasn't even there for the first month. When I got there, we kicked it into gear. But of course, the morality of it is, it was the month of February. I was working on 86th and Cottage Grove, so you know the majority of the external apprehensions I made. Yeah, there's a lot of people, but when you're doing loss prevention, it ain't no such thing as color. You do what you got to do. And I was good at my job because it wasn't always about, you just look at people and they look suspicious. They look suspicious. What does a suspicious person look like? I wait. That's why I was a good apprehend. That's why I was a good loss prevention agent. There's no such thing as what a suspicious person looks like. It's suspicious behaviors. Now, they went out, they give you tips and stuff. There, if you see somebody in the summertime with a big heavy coat on and big empty bag and they come in the store, they're probably gonna steal. You're probably right. Because if you're walking around in Chicago with a big giant 3/4 length coat on in July, yeah, either something's going on upstairs, and it could be, or you finna try to do some tomfoolery. And I would be waiting on them. Well, I would catch them all. Yeah, buddy. Hmm. So, man, maybe I was doing too much when I was doing all those apprehensions. No, I didn't do enough because apparently I did not stay with Target long enough. They didn't. They didn't fire me. I don't know. Did they? Well, it's been so long ago. And who fired what? The point is, was I doing too much when I was tackling shoplifters when they was trying to get out the store, chasing them? I I got beat by this crackhead female. And when I tell you, crack is a hell of a drug. When you're trying to defend against it, crack speed and crack power is incredible. So I had the unfortunate episode of I was trying to catch this this known crackhead female that came into the Target, and I swear I followed her for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours. She was very patient. She'd walk around the store, and she knew I was following her because when I finally tried to apprehend her, she changed her clothes. Who gets the opportunity to change clothes while you're stealing? And I had all of the tips and everything. I had everything I needed to do in order to take that lady down. I had one of the off-duty police officers that would help us out that we hired as a company to be our backup. When we make apprehension, we present ourselves, hey, store security, need you to come talk to me in the back. Nobody wants to go in the back. So sometimes I had to gently escort them to the back. Yeah, well, any event, the whole point I was talking about this was when you're doing too much. And I was talking about in the lounge. So I'm going to say this to you. Ladies, and I'm picking on y'all first, and brothers, I'm going to come back to you. If you're coming to a lounge and you're wearing an outfit, and this one particular female that frequents one of my locations, she got on this little tiny ass skirt. I mean, when I say the skirt is barely coming up underneath the cup of the cake, you ladies, y'all know what it is, and this ain't PG-13. This is more like rated R, NC-17. I'll say that. That little, when your cheeks kind of come out from under, the Daisy Duke area when you got them little the cheek area. Yeah. If you're in a lounge and you're wearing clothes where your cheeks is out, you really are opening yourself up for trouble. Now, get it. I'm a grown man. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been saying I'll be 50 in July. I don't care. You could be walking in my club butt ass naked. And I've had people wait till the karaoke chronicles come out. But I've had strippers come into the lounge and they get butt ass naked. And for what the ladies will do, I ain't never stand up in no strip place if I'm DJing, unless I was hired by male strippers or whatever, and they ain't trying to hire me. They know what they do, and I really have no desire to be a DJ for a male strip club set. I could, but I feel like it. But when women are dressed like that, that's doing too much. And you could look really nice in it. You could look very nice in it. I ain't saying that the outfit isn't appealing. And if you're trying to be alluring and you want to be attractive and you want to draw in whatever you're trying to do, all right, well, knock yourself out. But when you get to stomping around and having attitudes and cursing and doing all just being to be cursing, just to be cursing, I know I'm a bad bitch. I'm not cold as bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Really? And what makes you a bad bitch? Because you're brave enough to wear your ass out in a lounge? I would say you're a brave bitch, but you ain't a bad one. You brave though, because I live on the south side of Chicago, been here my entire life, and I have seen what happens when ladies do a little bit too much with their clothes. So that's strike one. Yeah, when I see that stuff, it'd be like, all right. And again, I am a connoisseur of the female species. I adore ladies. My favorite lady in the world is my daughter. She is a young lady and she's growing up, and I love to see the things that she's getting into. She's a good lady and going to be a great lady when she gets older. Oh, good. You know, she doing what she doing. She ain't doing all that extra stuff. You know, we've raised her not to do that, but it's all good. You know, she's a good lady and she's living life. You know, most of the ladies that I'm in tune with, you know, especially the ones on my feed. Shout out, I see you, Lisa London, Blue Fire. I hear you. I see you. There's Lisa London's a good lady. She ain't got to do all that stuff. Real ladies ain't got to do that. They know. And when they do decide to do that, be sexy, be attractive, be alluring, have a good time. But then don't start screwing up the entire location. Just because you wearing your ass out and you think you looking good, now you're gonna come bother the DJ. Mm. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you're right, sis. Yeah, well, the ladies do what they do. But when they got on those alluring outfits and then they want to start stomping around thinking that they so beautiful, the first person they mess with, see, three guesses, the first two don't count. Usually, a very handsome debonair DJ who has swag, and he definitely walks to the beat of his own drum. They parade right up there to him and get right in his face and think they're gonna do all this extra stuff. Ooh, look at me, Mr. DJ. My cousin's birthday is today. Can you at midnight say happy birthday to her? Yeah, I could. I sure could. But let's talk about the demographic because now you're doing too much. You think you're looking good, and now you think you're going to dictate to the DJ all night. Because when I do decide to, okay, I'll be nice. I'll say happy birthday. Now every damn girl that they've walked through the door with has somebody they want to say happy birthday to. And normally I would be willing to do that, but I have a club of people that's like anywhere from 85 to 300 people. If I have to say happy birthday to 300 people, I'm gonna have a bad night on my vocals first and foremost. And then number two, I got a tip jar. Yeah, I wait. If you want favors from the DJ, you have to tip him or her. The days of being cheap, trying to get over and miss me with that. I'm through. I hate it, man. I hate and this is one of the things that make me dislike my favorite one of my favorite passions, karaoke. I've been doing karaoke for a long time. And I use karaoke to practice because I can sing. But my voice ain't all scratched up. I'm gonna put a new album out this year too, y'all. And don't think I'm not doing a concert for my 50th birthday. I sure am. So in any event, we'll get back to that. But stop with that extra. And then when they trying to sit down and trying to kick it, oh my God, these ladies got into a huge debate at my spot on Thursdays because one of them decided to call the other one. Oh, ladies, y'all kill me. let me try to rephrase it and say it right. This old goof ass bitch. Fuck this goof ass bitch. When people say goof ass, I mean, number one, let's spell that. I think it goes like Goofazz. Goof ass. They're saying goofy ass. You know me, and I'm very articulate with my speech. I see you, Miss Tina. How you are? How are you, my dear? Corey, I know you probably want that trouble too. You want that smoke. And you can handle that smoke. I would be nervous to turn you loose on city life. So let's revisit that. I have my people contact your people because there are nights when I may not be opposed to scorching the earth. And if you got the can of gasoline, I throw the match. So, in any event, I digress. Let me, come back. Doing too much. That's what I'm talking about. So, ladies, straight up, man. No, and this be a good friend to your ladies. I was in a situation where a friend of mine, of ladies that I know, they came to one of my spots, and one of their buddies was completely inebriated. This girl was scummy, pissy drunk. Why would you bring her in the club like this? Because first and foremost, if she already pissy drunk, she ain't finna buy a drink. So now you're taking up ambiance. And what a place the drunk ass girl go when she get off the street? Hmm. Hey, Mr. DJ, you gonna play my song. You gonna play my session red. Well, there's a way to have everything done. Just like the same way I'm gonna say, well, you know what? You're gonna put money in my tip jar so I can be like a jukebox because you can't sell a jukebox anything. You put dollar bills inside of the jukebox and it scans through its digital brain and playlist and it will find your song. I'll do that too. But because I'm a human being, I'm a man, I'm a good man. Oh no, he gonna do what I say. Hmm. Yeah, well, in my older age, when you start getting old, you get cranky and you turn into old man. Yeah, I've learned how to be petty. So if you're gonna have too much and you're gonna be doing too much and you're gonna come up on me doing too much and being petty, I'm gonna get right back petty with you because I have no filter anymore. My filter is resting comfortably in heaven. My conscience is resting comfortably in heaven. A lot of things I did, I made sure I didn't do things that could possibly disappoint my shero, my mama. So yeah, I pulled back a lot of things, but I mean, and I honestly, I would pay. It's not amount of money I wouldn't pay. I'd try to find every dime I could if I could hear her screaming into my ear one more time. Damn it, Dusty! Dusty, what are you doing? Man, ask my family. They know my mom would get up there, man. So, man, with her not being here and really getting on me and saying things to me to put me in my place, I mean, I still hear her voice and I think about her voice constantly when I'm getting ready to do something. I see you, Sarah Berry. Happy Monday, my sister. To the east. Yeah. Now that mom is resting comfortably, don't try me. Because of course, you see this thing I'm wearing. One of my many catchphrases is I'm often tried, ready, often tried, never denied, ready, willing, and able to be tried again. I stay tried. They try me all day, 24/7, 365. Bring it. I ain't worried about it. And it ain't about beating people up. I don't fight people, not with my fist. I mean, I could, but I'm not on that. I'm 50, about to be 50. 50-year-olds in me fighting. Ask Mike Tyson. Jackass went trying to fight on that young Logan Paul brother dude or whatever. Stop it, Michael. Sit down. Stop fighting. Lord have mercy. I pray Mike Tyson don't never see this. If he ever come in front of me talking about that was you talking smack, You, no, it wasn't me, man. My name Russell Powell. Ain't it? I'm playing, Russ. I'm playing. Man, so that's the ladies' part. I'm talking about some of the outfits and the way that they act. Be cool, ladies. That's something that and I'm getting on the dudes next. I'm gonna spend a few minutes talking about y'all and finish off with the rest of my day. Ladies, learn how to be cool. It's okay to be litty. It's okay to be fleek. It's okay to be all that stuff that y'all say. But the underlay for the overplay is be cool, baby. You right, Sarah Berry. They always trying to knock me off my square. Well, good luck with that, because that ain't happening. I definitely am firmly planted on my square. So, but in the event, ladies, and I'm picking on y'all first because all the fights that I've seen in my club, they're usually started by ladies. Now, sometimes the ladies are defending themselves. They're defending themselves rightly because you get alcohol playing a part and dudes get a little overserved and they may get a little fresh. But maybe they'll scale back the freshness if you put your ass up. I mean, I couldn't believe this woman. I'm like, that's the last stuff she got on. And then be cool on the liquor. Don't drink until you get into the club. Like, we know the drinks are expensive. Nobody wants to pay $15 for one beer and a double shot of Hennessy. Okay, I get it. But if you taking your bum ass to A&R Liquors or the liquor store on 95th down there, and you going to get some old $5.99 ass fifth, get you some juice, and you drinking it in the car, and you stumble your bum ass up into the club and come right to me and start talking smack, girl, you better go on somewhere. Because when the bros do that, I'm coming on y'all now, bros. I got to let the ladies go. I don't want to keep beating them up. I got to swing on the bros too a little bit. I'm not swinging on y'all physically. I'm swinging with my words. But yeah, set your drunk ass down somewhere and leave the damn DJ alone. Go sit with your girls. Go drink some more at the table. Go let some guy try to knock you down. Do something else. Stop doing all that extra, man. Sit down. And I'm telling you, man, I'm too damn old and tired. I've been doing this too long. Do not come into my club bothering me. If you want to skip the line, you walk in at 12:30, you want to sing right away, drop 40 in my tip jar. Why you so big? You too big to do that? And I told y'all about me getting cursed out about me charging $20 to come into my little spot. You're gonna get food and alcohol. That's supposed to be included. Man, don't get me. I'm not gonna start cursing people out on my live. I'm not gonna do that. But just letting you know, leave, and maybe the other DJs like it. I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for me. I want to be fair, and I got work to do. I'm constantly working. Even when I'm inebriated and tipsy, I'm still typing on the computer. The drunker you get, the better you sound. But I get the job done. And I get it done, and I'm fair with it. But if you walk your ass up on me thinking you're going to sing right away, ooh, okay, well, let me finish this one part. I'm coming to the bros next. I had a bro that he violated something in my boy. Reverse. Okay. If you're drunk and you're stupid, leave me alone. Because I'm gonna make you feel about that big, and it's gonna make you really start taking in your liquor. And you just never know who's there. I'm gonna throw this little story out real quick, and I'm gonna get on the bros. Girl was bothering me at one of my locations. She put a punk ass $2 tip in my tip jar. I had a list of over probably 50 people waiting to sing. That $2, what that was gonna do? Well, this ain't 1943. Then he's like, $2. I got one for the jukebox. You probably need two for the jukebox today. One for my bus fare. Bus fare costs $2.50 just to ride one way. So $2 don't do a thing. I don't eat candy I eat candy. But what I'm do? Go buy me a $2 worth of gummy bears at a dollar candy store? They don't even exist. So take your $2 ass somewhere. What am I do with that? So she came up there, put that tip in my jar. I did not call her name. You give me my tip back. Go gladly. Take this $2, baby. What do I do with 8 quarters? 8 quarters? We can't even use payphones no more. You don't put quarters in the payphone. Where's the payphone? What are you gonna do with $2 today? I'll wait. Man, how much do a cheeseburger cost at McDonald's now? Is it $2? Mm-hmm. Long story short, don't come in messing with me. This chick she took a little $2. You know, and of course you know me, and if Vernest is in control, and We all know about my alter ego. It's real, y'all. It ain't me making it. It's real. I have a mental split when I get over inebriated, so that's why I don't do it. But this chick got to talking her smack, took her $2. I was like, whoo, I'm it's rough on me because I hate. I mean, I'm very selective with my profanity, but she asked for it. Bitch, take your $2. Who the fuck you think you are? CMB. I am my brother's keeper. Hooker, take your fucking $2. Why did I do that? I was walking past her. She pounced like, when you piss off a cat, a little cat, you didn't do something at it, and the cat be sitting in the corner looking at you like. She tried to pounce. She pounced and was like full extension in the air, about to try to jump on my back. Woo, boy, this is why I am who I am, and the way that I do karaoke, because everybody loves these songs. Because I love all of y'all. And when I run into stuff like that, she tried to take that full dive, that extension, she was in air like. One of my girls from off to the side, she was watching the whole thing. She say, "Oh no, this bitch ain't. I see her." And you know when you looking, and you sitting there walking around and looking, and she was walking through the crowd and stuff. And she saw old girl kind of eyeballing me and talking shit, and saw us going back and forth. And I started walking. That girl, my girl came from the opposite direction, went past me, like speared her ass like Roman Reigns. Boom! I was like, ooh. Man, she speared her. The $2 would flip it up in the air. Bitch, what you doing? You ain't that funny. Oh, it was hilarious. I'm a DJ, so I gotta kill the music. I'm like, okay, children, settle down. Stop fighting, cut it out. We have to be calm. We don't want to stop the night. Come on, let's come together. Why can't we all be friends? And man, the other ladies that's cool with me, it was like an army of it. About six of them. They had her ass stretched out, both her arms and her legs. She was in the air like they was carrying her. They wouldn't even security if they did that. The security at the door, like, okay, well, they open the door. Like, long story short, stop doing extra shit, man. It's not necessary. I've never felt the need to be extra in a lounge or in a karaoke set. If I can't sing, I can't sing. I just go to the time, sing to myself. I turn my damn phone on and just be on social media singing. So sit down. Now let me get to the bruh. Woo, buddy, I'm gonna do this little story kind of quick because it'll probably get my blood pumping, and I don't want to pump in that direction. So this, let me think of a good name. I use Ninja. All right, this Ninja, hmm, he think he a ninja. He's about to get this size 13 turned sideways and oh yeah, okay, Darian, be cool, be cool. Yeah, so he brings the guy in. And me and this guy been singing forever, for a long time. We used to do karaoke back in the day. I think I met him at Rodney's. He'd be on 71st, Michigan. We was at the East of the Rhine back in the day. Artists before it became Darren's. Man, so I know this brother's voice. I know how he sings. So he linked up with a guy. I mean, I'm sure bro was visiting. He's not in Chicago no more. He was visiting, and he links up with a guy. So this guy kind of being his unofficial hype man or whatever. I'm like, number one, I'm probably the best hype man in the business. Don't nobody introduce people to the microphone like me. I got this. Bro, sit down somewhere. I got you. No, man, you got to turn the mics down. It's too loud. Okay, number one, if you wanted to do this, I'm sure that you could have made your pitch or your plea to the powers that be at the location that I work at. Why don't you take my job? Come get it. You can do it better. Bring your equipment. Come set your equipment up. Do the advertising. Set a good footprint. And then as people come in, you run your music your way. So, Bill was singing. I had him tune perfectly. Just real quick, though, advice tidbit. If you're going to do music, you want your voice to literally sit on top of the music most comfortably. And then when I say comfortably, I mean your voice doesn't, it's vocal. It's not going to physically sit anywhere, but you want it to sound like it's comfortably on top of the music so that the music is still giving you what you need and you're getting that sweet sound. You don't want to be blaring over your music where your mic is reverbing and all that. You don't want that. But you want to be heard. And you need to be heard in the back of the room. If you ever got into karaoke early when I set up, I always go to the back of the room and I sit there and I listen to the music because I want to make sure that it's loud enough. If you're sitting in front of the speaker, it's going to be blaring in your ears because I'm trying to play it to the back of the room. So don't stand your dumb ass near my speakers talking about it's too loud. If you really want to hear that person, walk to the back of the room so you can hear them. Because it may sound too loud to you, but music, you do have different angles. If you're sitting behind a speaker, the sound is going to sound differently because you're behind the speaker versus being in front of the speaker. It may sound more full, more crisp, more clean. Okay, but let me determine that. This mother, woo, D Silk, man. See, I was just saying, my conscience and my filter is in heaven. I never really cursed on social media while my mom was on my social media page. So my mom is on my social. Well, she was on my social media page. My bishop, Bishop Mays Colburn, Blessed Assurance Faith Tabernacle, he's on my, and he's a brother, Samoted B Square, and he's a Kappa. What's up, Greek? That was a funny story too. I'll tell you that another day. But he was on my page. My daughter is on my page. I don't like to be like real negative and using profanity and all that in front of my daughter because I'm definitely want to set a precedent for her. So when she does decide and she's ready to get married and all that good stuff, she knows what a decent man look like. I mean, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm not claiming to be Jesus. I'm a distant relative, but I've definitely laid the groundwork. My daughter ain't no fool, and she like, hey, my daddy did X, Y, Z, A, B, Z, and you better come on with the come on. So I give a little tip, bros, and that's real small because you ain't good enough for my daughter. Just like every other man ain't good enough for nobody's daughter. Her dinner taste is expensive. She loves seafood. She loves seafood. She loves um, I'm about to say origami. The stuff, the sushi. Yeah. You ever pay for an all you can eat sushi buffet? You ever pay for them the shrimp boil bags at I don't know, Low Country and Folo, not Folo, Two Fish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she loved that stuff. You're welcome. So in any event, I don't get buck on my social media, but now that mom is watching me safely from heaven, I'm not gonna promise anything. But I'm gonna talk about this dude because that motherfucker touched my board. He touched my board. He had the audacity to pull my levels down when I walked away from my board. So I come out and I hear the difference. I can hear the singer struggling to be heard. I looked over, that nigga was smiling. The way I just talked to y'all, I went from around my table. I said, motherfucker, don't touch my board. Touch my board again and see what happens. Now, I'm not even about to act like, maybe, I don't know if I could beat him or not. I don't know. But that is such a pet peeve of mine. Don't come to your job and do nothing to you. Woo, Sarah Berry, yes, he did. I was gonna fuck that nigga up. And you know damn well when I get to that mode, it's like, let's put the cheese on the cracker. I am in the 250 club. Okay, I'm doing my best to get back down to 240. I really don't want to go lower than 240, but I could very well drop to 220 if necessary. And I may drop to 220, but I don't want to go lower than that. That's my college game weight when I was playing football baseball in college. Ooh, I'm like, bruh. Man, and Mayberry B, he's so damn cool, Sarah Berry. You already know. And before he even said one thing, he'd have had about 6, 10, 12 bros that would have jumped up and already pulled him. We got this. Samoted B. I love my bros. That's how they do. But I wasn't gonna need them for that because I kept telling this cat, bro, you're doing too much. I got this. It's too loud. Well, jackass, walk to the back of the damn room. You're gonna be loud. I'm sitting on top of the music. If you know me doing karaoke, I'm always going out in the back smoking squares. In 2025, we're supposed to get rid of squares. That's one of the reasons why I go back to smoke squares. I'm not telling you nothing you don't already know. I'm not gonna say no name. I'm not gonna do that. I said I wasn't. I'm not gonna do that. But don't touch my shit. I don't come into your house touching nothing of yours. I don't come to your job, even if you're a karaoke DJ. Ask my karaoke brothers and sisters, do I come messing with their stuff? I don't even want to sing half the time, but I sing to support them because they come to support me. So I don't touch their stuff. And there are some of my bros and my sisters whose stuff ain't toned well. Their mic suck. You can't hear nothing on them. So that's one of the places where I won't do one of my songs that I got to throw stuff out. I bring out the world's worst rapper. You know, that's my rap alternative name. I am the world's worst rapper. And it's not because I can't rap. I don't physically know how to. Yes, I can. I'm the world's worst rapper because I don't have no backstory. I ain't never sold drugs. I ain't never did nothing. I ain't been in the middle of no tomfoolery. I mean, I'm more like Kid and Play, Hammer, and Hammer's a bad boy, so I ain't gonna diss Hammer. I just saw a reel when Ice Cube was like, "I never talk bad about Hammer." That's good enough for me. If Ice Cube won't this shit, I probably shouldn't. But in any event, I am not a rapper. So I do the world's worst rapper. I don't have no backstory. That's why I say I'm the worst. Never sold no drugs. I got one woman pregnant my entire life. She had two babies. I'm not one of those. And y'all know rappers like, man, dog, why you got to be all like? No, I'm not. I'm just saying I don't have the general stories because a lot of rappers are talking about being millionaires and they rich. That's what they say. I'm not. And even if I was, I still wouldn't be flossing and flexing like that. Billionaires don't get rich by spending money. They hoard money. Let's keep that in mind. So, in any event, that jackass touched on my board. And I was like, man, touch my board again. And he came last week too, and he still standing around looking all spacey and weird and shit. I don't know if he on X or I don't know who the pills thing. That's a whole nother. I can't address that. I just like marijuana. I like wacky tobacco because it calms my anxiety and helps me with my condition. You all know that I'm battling multiple sclerosis, but I don't make excuses. That ain't gonna do nothing to me until I'm ready for it to do something to me. It ain't gonna do nothing to me until I'm 100. So, in any event, don't do too much, man. If you doing too much, here's some tips. Let me do this. Here's some tips on how not to do too much at a karaoke set. You ready? Let's go. Number one, if you weren't given a microphone, don't come get a microphone. That's number one. If you didn't put a song in and I call you to the mic, the fabulous, the beautiful, the phenomenal, the incredible, Jane Doe. Give it up for Jane, y'all. Hey. Jane comes up. Here's your mic, Jane. Bam. Let Jane do her thing. But of course, here comes drunk ass Tinkerbell. Let's use that name. My mom used to call one of my cousins that. Shout out to my cousins in Atlanta. What's up, baby cousin? Let me see where the. I know I want her. Do you know her? Well, yes, it was. Bam. Don't touch the mic if you didn't put the song in. Or ask that person, can I go up there and sing with you? Now, I'm one of the karaoke. No, I am the first karaoke DJ. And I'm claiming that. I don't give a damn who you are, where you are, what. I'm the first karaoke DJ to use 4 wireless mics in a set. Tell me I'm not. Now wait. Yeah. Come on. I'm the first karaoke DJ on the south side of Chicago bringing 4 wireless mics. And when I was starting my thing, I had 4 wired mics. I had 8 mics if I needed them, but I never wired all those other mics. I had one that I would use as the main mic, and they could stand there with the mic stand and do the "I got nothing but love for you, baby," and then the boys in the background, "I got nothing but love." Okay, ask. Don't bring your ass up there touching microphones. I can't stand that. That's my big pet peeve. If you didn't ask them, because this is how it goes, and you need to hear this, you little jackass. If you the ones that's bothering the microphone, they're like, damn, dude, stop yelling at me. So you touch a mic while they singing. It's the first thing to do, and then they turn around to me. Hey, hey, I got you. I got it. And they looking at me. Huh. And I've had them. And when I see that, when I see this look, you know the first thing I get worried about. When they do that, next thing is drop the mic. Bing. My mics cost 250 a set. How much do I get paid to work my these spaces? Hmm. Inbox me. I ain't gonna say it out loud because again, I'm not here to embarrass people. I'm just telling you not to do too much. So if a person's singing, ask to sing with them. And then if not, put your own damn song in. Why you singing with them? Don't take microphones. Number two, don't do back to back songs. Now I've tried to explore doing back, and I'm gonna even rephrase it further. Number one, don't do the same song behind somebody. Man, that pissed me off more than anything. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm usually the one that they want to sing a song behind somebody. I'm not here to embarrass you. I can sing, but my voice ain't all scratched up, man. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I sing like an angel. I have all of the knowledge of a singer. I know how to work the scale. I mean, I'm not one who is happy with doing runs and stuff. I'm not a church singer. I could be. I started off in the grammar school choir, and I was always asked to graduate to the church choir, but I got my issues about that too. And I'll tell you about that in another podcast. So I know how to sing. I know how to, you want to build your swell up in your voice. Don't get on the mic. If you putting the mic right here, eating the mic, like I sound right now, it's muffled. I ain't even got no mic in my hand. You can hear me sound very muffled. Oh, hey, Becky Boo, I see you out there. Miss Rebecca, hello. And you are absolutely right. It's extremely rude. But my show today is about people doing too much. That's one of the things that's doing too much. So, again, ask the people that you can sing with. Or bring your friends with you. I have multiple mics. I'll make a way for you. But don't be rude about it. Don't be a jackass about it. You think when you walk in, you want to sing right away? Oh, it's my turn. They've been singing all night. They put in 6, 7 songs. They did, but why are they being punished because they came on time and they decided to sign up? You wanted to get your swag on, your drink on, your fly on, whatever you were doing to come to the club. You came too late to sign up. But I do have a measure in place. If you want to sing that bad, make me an offer. I mean, I set the bar at 20. No, 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 no. It is not allowed. It's 40 to skip the line. But if you make me the right offer, depending on what the crowd is looking like, who already sang, I get tired of the same people doing 6 songs a night. Every song is 5 minutes. So if you're gonna do 5 songs, every song 5 minutes, well, let's say 6 songs, 5 minutes. That's 30 minutes worth of music. Y'all don't even want to listen to me sing for 30 minutes. I mean, do you? If you want to hear me sing for 30 minutes, inbox me. Call me. I don't know. I'm playing. I don't want to sing for 30 minutes. If I do, then that means I'm doing a concert. So I'm like, man, I might as well just unleash the library and let me just hunker down and get down and sing and do the concert and get paid for doing the concert. Don't bring your jackass into the damn karaoke bar. Want to do more than I say three. Three's the limit. You only want to do three. Because, well, I say this: if the spot is slow, it happens. I mean, once upon a time when I first started the city life, it was me, the bartender, and the security guard, and the lady working in the kitchen. And that was it. I had a hell of a time trying to draw people in, but I got them going, and I got them in there. So once I got them, excuse me, y'all, that's a reflex. Once I got them in, we had a good time, and I encourage having a good time. But if your whole objective, do damage, you already know, man. Shut up. You want to know? I'll play. That's my dog. Do damage. If you're one of those people that's coming in to give me a hard time just because, and they be in the car, I'm gonna tell you, this ain't nothing that just they walk in. Oh, let me go give it. No, they be thinking about that shit. They get in the car with their buddies. Man, wait till I get to the club. I'm gonna go get these silk. As soon as I get it, I'm gonna go mess with him. Wait till he get in the club. I can't wait to fuck with these silk. All right, well, bring your ass because these silk know how to play stupid. These silk know how to play dumb. And then D Silk, when it's too much, obviously he got alter ego that will take over, and you're probably not going to have the time that you were looking to have when you first started out and said you was going to come and fuck with these. Be careful. Careful what you wish for. You just might get it. And when you get my undivided attention, you better use it. Because if you got my undivided attention, I mean, I'll stop the music. I'll put my mic down, stop the music. What is it that I can do for you? What would you like? And then your dumbass trying to tell the 4-year-old at the daycare that just be trying to, hey, hey, mom, mom, mama, mom, 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 mom. What? Hey, I am in the 250 club. And I definitely have worked on my anger control. I've controlled my anger management. I definitely got a handle on mine. But I am only human. And if you're doing too much, if I identified you as too much, it's not going to end well for you. So leave these silk alone. Just come have a good time. And let me be a fly on the wall, man. I know I do interject myself. And so what? I mean, I wasn't trying to say no names. It ain't nothing bad about city life. But if they want to fire me, they know how to fire me. Ask the Falcon. They really don't know how to fire me. But I bet you they've learned. Because if they come at me like they did that last time, told you I ain't got no conscience, no filter. My conscience is in heaven, my filter is in heaven. I will scorch the earth. So leave these silk alone. Stop doing too much, y'all. Let me do my closing statement. This me, Becky Boo. See, you good people, so you don't get to see this side. You're gonna always see the happy-go-lucky, friendly, cartwheeling. I can't cartwheel, but you always see the good side of me. And then you can you're one of the good people. You come, you do your songs, you kick it, you have a good time, you have your cocktail, have your meal. Yeah, shout out to bruh. I mean, hey, y'all be chilling. And then you go home or whatever, y'all go. That's how you kick it. You gotta teach people how to kick it again, baby. They don't know how, man. They doing too much. So I'm trying to wrap it up and tell you, here it is, people. If you are beyond the age of 40, and I'll stop it at 40, I'll be 50 in a few months. If you are over the age of 40, there's absolutely no reason for you to fight in a club. Because let me give you the male half of the three do not do. Three things you don't do to a man. You don't mess with his woman. You don't mess with his money. You don't mess with his kids. Okay? Now, people like to look for loopholes. They always want to look for the loophole. I mean, everybody, the Bible says, till death do your part. The Bible says. I know. I get it. And I have my feelings about the Bible at times. But I'm not going to jump out on the limb and be talking bad about the Bible. Never that. But those are three things that would ultimately start a fight with a man. Ultimately. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to see what you said, Becky Boo. My goofy. You scared people away? Why? You sound good. I'll tell you a quick story about that before I totally wrap up. I was thinking one night at City Life. You know how I do. I'm the karaoke DJ. That's what I do. I was blowing the doors down one night. And, I worked the room. I mean, I went to a couple of concerts. I watched a few professional singers. I watched Hank, Jay Wine, Avant, all them. I hear you, Corey. I got you. So I decided I want to be like Avant and Jay Wine and Hank and Noel Garden. These guys, they putting on this show. So I'm gonna put me a show on too. Why not? I'm D still artist. I'm just independent. So I was thinking one night, and this the enamored look. I've seen that look lately, and I've been seeing it from some locations I really haven't wanted to, but the enamored look. I happened to see a lady on the side. She gave me the enamored look. This is the enamored look, y'all. I'm gonna do it for you. The enamored look. So I see the lady doing it. Now, when I see that, me trying to be the entertainer that I am, I turn and sing to her. And I look at, and I'm eye contact, and I'm doing my thing, and I may dance a little bit. I only got like 3 dance moves, but I'm really doing my thing to entertain. So as I was doing it, I saw the opposite of the enamored look. The look of her boyfriend. He actually came up to me after I finished singing. I'm doing my thing. He was like, "Hey man, this ain't fair. You can't be singing on the mic. He's the DJ. You sing too good. I want to sing to my woman tonight. That entertainer. She can't take the damn eyes off you. I'm about to go talk to the manager." Really now? Well, I'd like to see you do that. I'd love to see you go right ahead and go talk to the manager. And what did you suggest? So are you going to tell the manager? And this way, he went to the manager and he said the exact same stuff to her. And she was like, "But that's what he do. Why would you want him to stop it?" "No, I'm not. What you want me to do? He need to be suspended. Well, he got to be put on another night or something. He can't be in here booing like that. We trying to sing. Now all us can't sing. Damn, you ain't supposed to be able to sing karaoke." I learned this terminology from one of my grand worshipful masters. Not wanting to mention his name, but very wise man, very educated man, very virile king of men. He taught me this term. He said, when you get people that have a lot to say, they really don't have much to say about anything, but they have a whole lot to say this to them. He said, get in the ear and go, STS. Well, my grand worshipful master, great man, but he's a pleasant man. I have moments when I'm not. So I'm going to say what he really meant to say to me. Tell them, shut the fuck up. Why are you in? You man, go sit your bitch ass down somewhere and go romance your woman. I don't want your fucking woman, man. I got enough problems of my own. I'm in a motherfucking club that I'm trying to get off the ground. I got a 19 whatever Grand Stafford truck I'm driving around, but my name is Silk. Motherfucker, I got problems. Don't fuck about your friends with your bitch ass. Ah, don't do that, Darian. She didn't do nothing. See? See, I know how to check me. Don't do too much. Yeah, I got pissed off at that dude. And he was in the 250 club too. And I'm like, so we finna go out here and sumo wrestle because I can sing and your wife like what I'm looking like. And I wasn't even his wife. It was something he was trying to impress. Well, jackass, you want to impress her? Go buy her some food from the kitchen and go get her something off the top shelf, and then you bring it to her. That's the damn help stack. Impress her that way. So while she's busy eating and drinking and taking in the damn story or the song, she won't be worried about how good these silk sound, not good these silk look. And if that's your problem, that's your cross to bear. Mother, father, and sister, brother, niece, nephew, cousin, and you ain't ready for me. So back off. Dude, I would never walk up to Michael Jackson and try to outsing him. I might try to get Usher though. Hmm. I'm talking smack though, but for real, man. Stop doing too much, y'all. Do what you need to do. And if you feel like you're in a place where you got to do too much, if it's not something that you're doing too much to increase your income, increase your comfort in your home or whatever, increase something that's going to make you better, then that's where your direction should go. But if you pissed off because you can't sing a karaoke song when you walk through the door and you don't want to pay $40, don't come over there trying to bother me and fuck with my equipment and mess with microphones. Sit down somewhere because this is something that I'm gonna leave y'all with. And if you think I'm lying, try it. I've done this and it works. Let me I got my OBS feed going from my YouTube, so I'm gonna do it on my camera here for Facebook. Let me hello y'all. The worst thing you can do to a human being, ignore them. If you ignore them, I mean really ignore them. Don't let them say nothing to you. Totally look through them. Don't hear them. Make them be invisible and ignore them for however long you feel the need to. I've ignored motherfuckers for years and have no problem doing it at any time. So, if you're gonna do too much, you're gonna come into my location, bothering me, doing too much. I'm not gonna let Vern Ness get at you. I'm not gonna put my hands on you. I'm definitely not gonna do that. I don't want to go. I'm too pretty for jail, y'all. Come on. But I know how to not look at you. I know how to not respond to you. I will ignore you to the utmost. And that's a beautiful rule. If you got somebody that's bothering you, until they try to follow those three things I said for a man, and you probably can superimpose those same rules for women. I can't speak for them. I'm not a woman. I'm just speaking for men. Don't mess with my money. Don't mess with my women. Don't mess with my kids. We good. I'm gonna add one more to that, and then I'm gonna go for real. Don't you fuck with my mics. Man, don't you dare. That I will put on top of those other three. Don't you mess with my equipment. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. This crap costs too much to replace. I've replaced my computer 4 times because drunk asses come spilling beer on me because they won't keep the drinks away from my bar. Man, y'all, boy, what's not y'all? See, I'm fussing here because y'all already know. They like, yeah, I just say this. So y'all probably been there when my mic, when people done done stuff to the mic. I see Smalls and when I Smalls, man, I just told that story about that chick that tried to attack me when I was doing CMB. She put that little $2 tip in my jar and I took it out and gave it back to her. Yeah. So don't do too much because if you start doing too much, Vern Ness may do more. He may finish. That's your boy from out of Roy, your man 50 grand. Every day, man, I'm trying to be comfortable in. This is awesome 90.9 WSLK, the American Silk Radio Network, where it's always all silk all the time. Like this, share this, tell people about it, man. Subscribe when I put the subscription on there. Kick it with your boy D Silk, man. We only live one life. We only got so much time. But I gave myself a 15-year window when I'm going to leave the game completely on everything. So mess with me now. That qualifies as a Funky Banger production. I love you, Becky Boo. Yeah, you missed out on a lot, mommy, but you come back when you can. It's all good. No worries. I will do my best to make sure you never have to see that stuff in person. Okay? God bless you. I love you. I'm done. YouTube, hey man, love y'all. I'm trying to get accustomed to doing YouTube. I hope you can hear me. I had some mic issues last time and we're working things out. I'm learning, getting things back together. So it's been a blast. Like, subscribe, share this live feed. Let's get it, man. Let's make each other rich, famous, and wealthy. I'm trying to be all of the above, but if I can't be famous, at least let me be content with my wealth. So see y'all soon, man. God bless you. I love you. I'm done. Funky Finger.